run it. Hit the field, blast off, watch them all fall. This is AFC North talk. Got me hype, it's about to be a touchdown. Got the Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, and the Browns. Are you listening? It's time to get it hype. Tune in when the season poppin'. Yeah, we going live. Hey, knock 'em out. Ay, first down, going hard. Yes, indeed. AFC North talk. Let's go. Hey, AFC North talk.
Welcome to another edition of AFC North Talk. Here we are, mock draft number 3.0. That's what we're going to be doing. But before that, there's a little drama in the division. This is the year, by the way, of the outside rushes. The only reason Baltimore has no drama, we had on all-star pass rush, apparently.
I ain't never got to worry about this, do y'all?
Since Terrell sucks, we haven't had one of those. But
this is because what? This is wide receivers and edge rushers that are getting the best non-quarterback money. Oh, Baltimore's like, hey man, never been a problem for us. We don't develop out the position.
McAfee, and we were talking this offline. He started poking Ben Noy like, "Oh, are you gonna ask for more money?" And he said, "You know, the franchise have been done good to me. Well, we'll talk." But he was like, he's 30, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, Garrett, Myles Garrett got paid. Hendrickson's still in Henderson land. I don't know. It's still like ongoing thing, but nothing new has changed. So there's nothing to add there. But now TJ Watt, he IG, I think it was, the Deuces. What is up with TJ?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very much like an obvious thing, like, hey, like pay me, or, you know, it's no different than what Myles Garrett was doing, where he pretended to care about winning for a month, and then the Browns gave him $40 million, and he was like, actually, Kenny Pickett is a franchise quarterback, you know? So like,
he threw the dig.
it's no different. It's negotiation. And look, I said it last month, where I said, like, the best thing the Steelers could do right now, like, they haven't won anything with him, not necessarily his fault or anything, but they haven't won anything with him. He's been there 8 years. They haven't won a playoff game. They're not going to be a Super Bowl team anytime soon. You may as well trade him and get something for him while he's still, like, you can still get something of value for him. Send him to Buffalo, send him back to Wisconsin, to the Packers if he wants to go back to Wisconsin. Give him a chance to give him a
Buffalo.
I mean, I'd be pretty happy if that happened. Again.
Oh my god!
For you, that's just the transfer.
Yeah,
I think that Green Bay would probably be the more like make sense destination for him, because obviously he's from Wisconsin. It's an NFC team, so like they wouldn't have to deal with him if they like randomly got really good. So that would make sense to a degree. And the Packers are a team that I think, you know, are in position to be able to compete in the NFC. So I think that would make the most sense. Do I think they're going to trade him? No, I think they are going to pay him whatever he wants to get paid. I don't think that they should. And again, nothing else, like, I'm a fan above everything. I love TJ, one of my favorite Steelers of all time, but like 30 years old, gonna be 31, coming off his lowest sack total since his rookie year. Like, the best years of TJ Watt are behind us. And so you couldn't capitalize on them then. I think it just makes perfect sense to, like, hey, thanks for the memories, TJ. We're going to send you someplace you can win. And then the Steelers can bump up Nick Herbig to be a starter opposite Alex Highsmith, and then go from there for the future.
Sounds like he's in prime time or prime age to be a Baltimore Raven pass rusher.
Oh, I mean, that'll never happen, but
not until he's about 34. Not until he's about 34. It's a little 30 years young for a Raven. I told you
that is true.
Yeah, that's a rookie for y'all. Like,
that's a rookie for y'all.
Yeah, that's like a rookie, dog. Like, y'all can't wait for Lamar to hit that fourth contract. That's the window that you're going to give him a wide receiver.
So I mean, if they were willing to move him, they would have no shortage of suitors, and I think it would be those teams that are just constantly in like win now mode. So whether it be Green Bay, Buffalo, Detroit, would make sense too. Just a team like that who needs an edge rusher, and are just constantly going to be all right. Every year is Super Bowl or bust. Or if you're a team that, you know, could use a guy like TJ Watt to take you to the next level, and put you in that conversation. Again, I don't think that they're going to. I think they're going to pay him whatever he wants. I wouldn't. I think if you gave me the choice of like, hey, what's the smarter idea? Give him $40 million a year or trade him. Trade him makes so much more sense. And again, love TJ Watt, one of my favorite Steelers ever. Love everything that he's done, especially for this generation where like they haven't won anything, but he's just been awesome year after year after year, and been the one player that you get excited to tune in for to watch, or to watch on Sundays. It just makes a lot more sense to move him rather than pay him, $41 million, whatever it's going to take to keep him around, where, frankly speaking, you're not close to being a Super Bowl team. So doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but they'll do it.
Okay. With that, before we go to the draft, I was telling the panelists, what will be the ideal pick? And we're talking about first pick minus Q. Q will talk about 33rd pick. Because let's be honest, it looks like Cam Ward is the number 1 overall pick. This is like a stamp. So at this point, the Browns have whoever they want, right? Minus Cam Ward. But I'll start with you, Ace. Ideally, you guys are picked 16, 15? 17, sorry. 17. Who, realistically, obviously, if Abdul Carter's there, you're going to love it. But realistically,
he's not going to be there.
Who is a guy that you're like, if this guy is there, and then, by the way, I'm doing this segment, guys, so you guys on draft day can say, if he's there and our team doesn't draft us, we're going to be hating life. You can say more than one. Like, if you have a group of 2 or 3, that's fine.
Yeah. Before I get into that, I just wanted to piggyback on the TJ Watt thing. It's kind of one of those situations where I've been in a situation where when you're backing up your guy, like obviously there's the Miles versus TJ thing, right? And I remember this with Jesse Bates. It was like, oh, Jesse Bates, best safety in the league. And he ended up kind of living up to that, right?
Yeah, he's been good.
But when you get into the financials, that's when you have to back it up. When the team is putting out all of this media like, oh, best edge rusher in the league and stuff like that. When these contract situations happen, you have to do it. Like, it's almost like you have to do it or the player feels a type of way about it. That's just what I wanted to say about that.
It's calling your bluff, right? Like,
all in the bluff. I remember when we did it,
the money get big.
Yep. And Jesse Bates was like, I guess I'm not the best safety in the league. I guess they don't feel like I'm really him like that. So it's a catch-22 when you had that situation. I understand where Jared is coming from, because it's like, at this point, dog, if we're not Super Bowl contenders, what is the point of paying him $40 million unless you have that answer there and you know that you're going to make a run? But in terms of the Bengals, I think you're saying just the best realistic scenario. I think for them at this point, I'm still going to go with it. I think it's still realistic as it stands right now, because obviously we don't have inside information on how this workout went. And I would say the best case scenario for the Bengals is Will Johnson. I'm not backing off of that, because this draft is really short at the corner position. It's really top heavy. It's really only, 2 guys. Really, I only really consider Will Johnson the guy worth taking in the first. This is a guy that used to be looked at as a top 5 pick before the injury, before all of that stuff. So the Bengals, I'm personally, like, no offense to any of the players that may see this, I am not sold right now with that cornerback room. So I think, given these circumstances, given how the draft is built, with them having so much depth at defensive interior, at edge rusher, I feel like you can only really get one Will Johnson at this point. I think if you get a corner in the other rounds, like, honestly, I'm not looking at corner if it's not Will Johnson in the rest of this draft. So I think for me, it would be Will Johnson. Another couple of guys that I would take, I would have to go with, I heard some concerning things about Walter Nolan, and Quincy and Jared probably know this, but I heard he got pushed around in Mobile. So I wasn't at the Senior Bowl. I didn't hear anything, but I heard he was getting done up down there. So I don't know how I feel about him. So that would let me kind of lean to the edge rush position, and I would have to go with Mike, man. I have go with Mike Green right now. That's where I see them kind of attacking. So if it is a defensive,
like Shamar, or you think Shamar is not realistic?
Oh, no, I don't want him. I don't want him at all.
Shamar?
Nope. Nope. Not at all. I'm not touching him.
What about Mike Hill?
Nope.
You don't want Mike Hill?
Nope.
That's interesting.
No. Shamar, to me, he's just like a ultra athlete. The lack of production is what scares me about him.
Well, to be fair to Shamar, though, it's a lot of surf technique at Texas A&M where they're trying to like defend against RPO. So he's being asked to react more than he's being asked to get downfield. And what he's asked to do, he does very well. And well, who was the dude out of Georgia a couple of years ago? He's been like a 10 sack a year guy in Jacksonville, but
Walker.
Yeah, like Trevon Walker, where it's like a lot of people think he was shit, couldn't be productive, but he turned into a 10 sack a year guy. Like the fundamentals on what he does as a pass rusher, I think are pretty sound to think that, okay, if you ask him to attack, he can, like, it's kind of like with Trey, where like Trey wasn't a beast until Cincinnati got there and was like, hey, we need you to be downhill all the time, like, and not really care about reacting to shit. So I think I would rather see y'all go Mike Green than Shamar, like, because Mike to me.
The only reason I'm not going Shamar, very similar to Miles Murphy, athletic freak. You know, the production wasn't there, so I can't take two of those.
It's why
we have one of those too. That's called Afeowe.
Oh yeah.
The
wait and see one. Like the wait and see could be good. That's not to say that he's not going to be good, but if Trey Hendrickson is not on this D line, dog, we cannot wait for somebody to develop or any of that.
You want impact player, right?
But I don't know, dude coming from the Sun Belt, like he ain't gonna hit ground running. Like, like the dude from Georgia probably has not from Georgia, but the dude who played in the SEC, I bet on that guy probably being able to transition faster in the trenches because you're used to going up against NFL strength. Yeah. And did you watch Mike Green against Ohio State?
No, I did not watch this film versus Ohio State.
All I'll say is he went against Ohio State's right tackle. The right tackle's not very good. And he wasn't like as successful as you wanted him to be until like the late part of that game. And Ohio State was beating their ass by that point. So I don't even know who was in the game at that point. Like, I don't know. I get why people like Mike, and I saw him in Mobile and he had some impressive moments for sure. The big question with Mike is like consistency and how much of what you were doing was big fish, little pond. And maybe my PTSD on that is because I went to school at YSU while Derek Rivers was there, and you couldn't tell me Derek Rivers wasn't about to be the coldest dude in the NFL. He was a second round pick that year. I think it was 2018, 2017 draft. He was second round pick for the Patriots. Never really panned out, and that made me go, wow, like how these dudes look in the Sun Belt. You really got to ask yourself, is that going to translate to the NFL at a high level? And if you want somebody who just has those natural traits and gifts, because he's also coming in not prototypical size, but not.
He is not. He is smaller. I mean, like I said, I didn't watch the game. It says that he has a sack, but I don't know if it was a cleanup sack in that O State game or what.
It was after the third Quinshon Junkins touchdown.
Okay. Yeah, I see that got murked 49-14, but
it was pretty late in that game. I remember like peeping at 15 in white and green, and he did get he got some production off, but
this was pretty much on a backup then, is what you're saying.
Well, and also like this is the thing with Mike Green, he's only played on that one side, right? It's kind of like TJ Watt in the NFL, but like obviously it's different in college. So he's not just going up against Sunbelt, he's going up against Sunbelt right tackles.
Yes.
Right. And that to me makes me like look at his production and wonder like how much of this is actually real. Like, is this going to be a bit of a catfish shit thing? But there are traits there. I don't want to make it seem like there's not traits there. He has the build that you want, right? Like he demonstrated some speed to power in Mobile. I think the whole Sunbelt thing is a bit more of a flag than people have put on it, especially since he played. They kind of hit him, right? They played him on the worst tackles he could play against. And it's not like the production was outrageous, right? It was just pretty good.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Okay. Then Jared, the rumor is Steelers want a quarterback. I'm not gonna, I want you to, if you want to say quarterback, fine. But what would you like at that pick? I know you won the pick and straight happen that day. We don't know if it's gonna happen or not. But at that pick, you guys are 21. What would you ideally, if they stay?
I don't think it's going to be quarterback. I think that I've felt the same way for like the last month. They're gearing up to move up in next year's draft to get one. Now, if Shadur's there at 21, then it's a different conversation. If he falls to them, then I would assume that they would take him. I don't know, man. I think defensive tackle and wide receiver are the two positions that I would be most keen on seeing them take. Bunch of people, media-wise here, think that Pickens is going to be moved. So if they are going to do that, and like Matthew Golden's there, sign me up for Matthew Golden. I would love that. If Kenneth Grant is the pick, I would love that as well. Those are the two positions that I think they go. They've looked at the South Carolina safety somewhat extensively. Nick,
I like him.
I'm not good. How do you say his last name? Emin-Wari. Yes. I think that they might surprise some people and take a safety early. They've been doing their work on safeties. Minka Fitzpatrick isn't getting younger, and I think Deshaun Elliott only had a 2-year deal, so this should be the final year of his deal. So I mean, sneakily, they might need a safety next year when, like I said, Minka's getting older, and if Deshaun Elliott isn't brought back, which I would expect Deshaun Elliott to be brought back because he played fantastic last year, and if he is playing at that similar level this year, then I would assume that they would want to bring him back. But similar to the TJ thing, okay, there's no point in giving Minka more money when you can just move him, especially at a safety position. You can find good safeties easier than you can find, say, a franchise quarterback. So I think that safety could be a sneaky need. I don't think it's going to be the first round pick. But if, let's say, they take a receiver in the first round and then move Pickens and then trade back into the second round, maybe it's for a guy like KJ Winston out of Penn State. I think that that's a move that could be made. So, but first round, I think it's going to be a defensive tackle or a receiver. Matthew Golden would be my top pick at receiver. Kenneth Grant from Michigan would be my top pick at defensive tackle.
Okay, Q. Now the question for you that I will have is more who you want at 33, but also if Travis Hunter will be the pick. And there's rumors, as Jared was alluding, Shadur might be there at 21. Would the Browns be considering something that, the Texans did, right? The Texans went 2 and 3. I'm not saying go 2 and 3, but to move to that 20th pick, jump the Steelers, and get a Shadur to pair with Travis? Or would you not like that and you prefer somebody at 33?
20th is too rich for my blood because then you're talking about giving up real assets for next year. But if we're talking about 27 and on, right, pretty much teams that have made the conference championship game and behind, then you can start having real conversations because the price is going to be at most maybe a 4th, 5th round pick to maybe even if
the Q for you. Q's froze for everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he froze for me.
Okay. Well, we wait while his computer resets. I'll say mine.
give them something.
There he went.
I love the kid out of Oregon, Harmon.
Derek Harmon.
Love him. He gives me Haloti Nada vibes. Oh wait, is Q back?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go. All right.
Oh damn. All right. But yeah, so
we didn't hear anything you said. You froze right away.
Froze immediately. Okay.
Yes.
So 20 is too rich for my blood. I'm not going to trade up to get ahead of Pittsburgh because you're talking about giving up very likely a 2nd round pick next year, right? At the very least, maybe even they have to throw in a 1st. And I don't like Shador enough to take him at 2. If I thought that highly of him, I would just take him at 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So jumping up there, no. But if we're talking about moving up late 1st, and I mean basically you won the conference championship game, 1st round pick, and you got to give up at most a 4th this year, maybe even as late as a 5th, or even if you just pick swap with Philadelphia 32, 33, it's probably going to cost you a 6th or 7th next year, right? Or you can bring in a 6th next year and then a 7th in 2028 or whatever funky BS you want to run in there. You can make it conditional. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. But yeah, you can roll out one of those trades. And then at that point, I think, if you like a quarterback at 33, and right now, I think late 1st, early 2nd, Shador makes a sense there. And I think Jalen Milroe makes sense there. I think those are the two quarterbacks that can be there at 33 or around that range that makes sense. And it's a question of what you prefer. Is the lack of athleticism going to bother you with Shedeur Sanders? If that is something that's going to bother you, limit your offense, okay, then you don't go with Shedeur. You go with Jalen Milroe. You want the upside of that athleticism. But if the accuracy bugs you, right, if you're one of those people who just cannot get over the inaccuracy with Jalen Milroe, then you should avoid him, right, and go with somebody like Shedeur or just not take Jalen Milroe, period. I think it comes down to that. Let's keep it real. The Browns have Tommy Rees as their offensive coordinator. Tommy Rees fought for Jalen Milroe at Alabama. Tommy Rees gets brought up at Jalen Milroe's combine interview. Big ass smile comes across his face. They ask him 2 seconds later. You go back and watch the video about meeting with Detroit. He's like, "Yeah, I met with Detroit." Like he didn't care about that, right? But he was like, "No, I want to go to Cleveland." So there's clearly some kind of connection there between him and Tommy Rees. I can see where the fit could be in the Browns offense with him, given that, the West Coast offense doesn't really require you to be the most accurate passer. It just requires you to be able to pull off making the right decision in the right moments, because some of these windows are going to be wide open because it's about leveraging linebackers. Nobody can move linebackers like a quarterback who can run. So I think that makes it make sense if they're bought in Jalen Milroe, the person. If Tommy Rees is like, "No, I like this guy. I want to work with this guy." He's 22, so he's a year younger than most of the quarterbacks in this class right now. So you can look at it like, hey, I don't know where we're going to be picking next year, but if we're going to be picking mid to late round next year, I'd rather be trying to develop somebody with the upside of Jalen Milroe versus taking a Shedeur Sanders, missing out on the next year's draft class, and then being like, "Oh man, I don't think he's going to be good at all" by the time you even hit that class, right? Yeah. So I think they'll go with the upside. I think they lean towards Milroe there at 33. I don't really got a dream at 33 because there's just so many variables before you get to that point. Yeah. But if you can get an answer at tackle, quarterback, running back, at tackle, quarterback, edge, then I would take that at 33 if you feel like you can get somebody who can eventually be a starter for you.
Yeah, so I was saying, Q, when you left, that for me, the more film that I watched, the more I like the kid out of Oregon.
Oh, Harmon?
Harmon gives me Hamlody Nada vibes. And so he's one. I like the kid also for realistically, right? The guy from Texas A&M that Q was talking, I like him a lot. I just don't think he makes it. I don't think he makes it to us.
Nobody does more with unproductive in terms of sack edges than Baltimore. So I mean, that'd be a perfect fit.
Yeah, but like Ace said, we have one of those, and he has slowly come up. But I don't want another one of those. But the other guy that I do like is the Boston College kid.
Oh yeah,
I like him a lot, and he is in that range. If I'm going offensive lineman, North Dakota State, and I'm sorry that I'm just
Gray's able.
He will be fine. He can be the guard / tackle, and if we're going tackle, that we're gonna force him to be a guard for a little bit. Simmons or Simpson from Ohio State.
Josh Simmons.
Yeah, if he's there, also a guy that I would like. The pick, by the way, I didn't ask you guys this question. It's not that I will hate that I will lose my mind, but I won't like it is a guard. I'm not big on any of these guards. It's not like I was pounding the door here for Linderbaum. You guys remember I wanted Linderbaum. We ended up drafting Linderbaum. But I'm not like that with one of these guards.
When you say a guard, are you saying like the guys who are classified as guard?
Yeah, okay, just pure guards.
Okay, so like somebody who's a tackle to guard, you're fine.
Yeah,
you just don't love
that
the
is
pure
fine.
Guard class.
Neither. Right. I don't like the kid from Bama. I mean, if it is a third round guard, that's fine.
Nah.
I'm just talking about a first round. The kid from Bama and the Ohio. There's two that I've seen. Quasi
I was going to say, Tyler Booker's the one from Bama.
Yeah, and then there's one from Ohio State.
You don't like Donovan Jackson? He could play tackle for you.
I don't want a guy that can just be a guard. I need somebody that has some versatility in case Ronnie Stanley gets hurt. You can
y'all do him around a lot.
Yes. So that's my point. That is my point. Other than that, I have a couple edges that I like, a couple corners. Obviously, I have my favorites, D tackles as well. But anyway, let's get started in with the draft. So 7 round this time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is. Wait, why is it not showing up? Hold on. Sorry. I forgot to
The
do
Cats
this.
were playing nobody in this game, by the way. I just saw Tristan Thompson and Craig Porter Jr. on the floor. I'm like, oh, everybody's sitting out because they clinched the 1 seed a couple days ago.
How much time left in the NBA season, by the way? I don't. It's not something I keep up with.
It's the last week.
So they on autopilot right now. They just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see roughly this? Is it a good size?
Oh, Tristan Thompson dunk. Okay, my
Okay, we're gonna get it started. If there's a trade or anything, Jerry, since we did the past 2 drafts of us trading Pickens, we'll not do the Pickens trade this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But trades, you guys can trade or whatever. Okay, let's get it started. Okay, Q, here you go. You have the same choice. I know it's the same choice every time.
Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter.
Yeah, all I hear is that Cleveland are more set now on Travis Hunter than Abdul Carter, but it could be smokescreen.
Nah, I've watched every video of Andrew Berry interacting with Travis Hunter, and it is clear to me he sees love there. Now, Abdul, one of the sillier narratives about him was like, oh, this whole injury thing. People were like freaking out about Abdul being injury prone.
He cleared it, right?
Yeah, they're like, oh, this injury's never gonna heal. He's gonna be hurt forever. I'm like, y'all, shut up, dog. Like, he's really, really good, right? Yeah, let's go Travis Hunter here because it seems like where the Browns are going. I like the pick too. I think Abdul and Travis should be the 1 and 2 pick of this draft because they're both the 2 clear best players in this class.
I agree. If y'all need to stop at any point, let me know.
Yeah, be careful because it's quick on the draw on this one. Will Johnson just went 8th.
That's unfortunate.
Here you go, Ace. Will Johnson went 8th.
Well, I mean, I'm expecting it to happen. I'm not getting my hopes up for him being there.
Okay.
Shador's there.
Shador Sanders is there, Ace.
Yeah, you want to trade Joe? Got to be prepared for
what else we got underneath Matthew Golden? Let me see. Kelvin.
I don't know why this is so short here.
Yeah, it's usually not. Try resizing the window, Sonny. There
we go.
Look, hire me for IT.
Yeah. I was just trying to zoom in, but I was surprised that it just also enclosed. Anyway.
Matter of fact, let me just do it by position, dog. Let me see edge rushers.
Your boy is there.
Oh, yep. Stewart's there, bro.
Like it. Let me see defensive interior.
Lineman.
Okay. In this event, I want to trade back. I want to move back. Move me back to let's see if I can go back to 20.
You want to trade back?
Broncos?
Yeah. A few spots back.
Well,
stay in front of Jarrett. Stay in front of Jarrett, though.
Right.
Where's the Broncos?
I can't imagine I would take anybody that the Bengals are trying to get, though.
20.
A fourth?
They'll give me
No. And here we approved. They gave you whatever. It's force. What do you guys think?
Oh, they give me whatever.
Yeah, meaning we vote here if we think it's a good trade. The other people.
So to move down 1, 2, 3,
four spots.
Fourth round.
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's
fourth.
I'm not
how it's done. Ace, we're gonna ask for 85.
Yeah, we're asking for 85, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna ask for 81. What's your counter offer?
So let's see.
So you want 85?
I want 85.
Oh, you want 85?
Yep, I want 85.
To move 3 spots, I think 122 is like
I'm not
that's a
moving.
fourth.
Back. I'm doing them a favor. They're not doing me a favor.
That's a good point. You got me there.
Uh,
Let's see. They're picking
How about
80.
a third in a
Okay,
in
so
a
the
153?
Broncos are gonna. All right, they're trying to trade up.
Up.
all right.
They want Cincinnati's pick.
Okay.
How about this? 85, but you guys also send 150.
Nah, the whole point of me moving back is I only have 6 picks, so I'm trying to.
No, they're not getting another top 100 pick to move next 6 spots. Well, was it even
move
6
3 spots.
It's 4 spots.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. We're offering you 191 for this spot in like a future.
191? Nah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Then what do you have to offer for in
I
return?
thought 122 was like a fair deal. Like
Mr.
a fourth.
Brown. Okay.
I thought the 4th was fine. I think the 4th is
The
good.
fourth could happen,
personally.
but who's there? Who do the Broncos really need?
I don't know. Broncos have some
I
needs.
don't know. What do the Broncos need?
They might think, hey, fuck it, we good, bro. We got like all 6 of our players on the board still. We'll be fine at 20.
If I'm moving back, I'm not taking no 4th.
I think that's
3 spots.
consensus. 122 is the best we can do, Ace.
Nah, I'm not taking
Okay,
it.
so then
I'm not
I think you just take Mike Green and have a good night.
I mean, I would be looking at maybe. Matter of fact, I probably would actually trade for the Steelers if they want Shador Sanders here.
Oh, that's a decent point you make. You know
Yeah,
what?
like that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm
I'm
getting a little bit frisky with this. Hold on, pull up my picks.
there you go.
All right. Here's the thing. I don't have like all that many picks either, though. So like I feel like we'd be in a pick swap
123?
situation.
Okay.
We got TJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him to the fucking Bengals.
You want a quarterback?
I'll get one in 2026. Bub.
okay.
So
All right,
wait, so
all right,
so
that's fine.
Jared, what would
I-
you offer? What would you offer to move to 17? Since this is between you two,
Yeah.
we don't.
Oh, well, let's see. I don't have another pick till 83, so like I'm not really. I can't even see that. I need some bifocals or something.
one guy
Jesus
you
Lord,
want,
that's all.
Yeah, he's not in a good position to move.
Yeah, like I don't have like a ton of ammunition to really move up
I
all
didn't
that
know
much.
this. Still, that's why you've been trading.
Yeah.
for picks.
Yeah, we have a 2nd round pick right now because they traded the 2nd for DK.
Yeah.
All right, you know
Well,
what?
Ace,
I'm gonna trade
Ace.
with the San Diego Chargers because they're gonna give me a 3rd so they can get Matthew Golden because they need a receiver.
There you go. That makes sense.
So yeah, let's go with 22.
Chargers.
Here's the thing: the Chargers would do this trade, but then they would just take Colson Loveland, and then Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman would like yell "run the ball" as they hug each other, and Justin Herbert just flips a table.
You're not getting a 3rd for 6 spots back in the late 1st.
I think I think that's
I am
fine.
for this wide receiver class and the team that needs wide receiver.
I
That's
think
correct.
you can get a 3rd, but you have to send back like 153, probably.
Or to send like a pick
Fine,
in
it's fine.
2026.
153 is fine. I don't care.
Now give me your
Man.
4th next year.
Y'all need to chill.
What? A 3rd? You're moving up 6 spots.
Yeah,
You're moving
dude.
up 6. He needs a receiver. I can stay here
Oh,
and
no.
take whoever.
Justin
is-
Herbert is throwing to the 4 of us right now.
This person is risking not having a top flight receiver.
Bro,
I-
the Chargers, they got Greg Roman. They don't give a fuck about any of that.
I mean, look,
got-
if the Chargers want to call me, I've got a perfectly good deep threat receiver for them.
They wonder about, hey man, running back 2's gonna be there.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair too.
I mean, this draft is full of running
By the
backs.
way, here Jeff says, I want the Bengals. By the way, shout out to you. Thank you for super chat. I want the Bengals to get Mike Green or Sean
That's
Gentry.
I'm moving back.
If we got
Agreed to throw
Gentry,
in-
we
the
wouldn't
vote
need
in.
defense.
Are we gonna?
I
approve
agreed
the
to
deal?
throw in 153.
All 4.
So-
Raise your hand.
I'm sorry, what happened? I
Are
All
we
four.
approving this deal?
All for the trade. Raise your hand.
yeah, whatever. I'm okay with that.
All right, there we go.
Oh my God, Sonny, you need to be way more hawkish on this.
Oh, they went and got that. Look, that's not.
That's it. All right. See, there you go.
They got Tet. That worked
Hey,
out for
would you-
them.
And would you look at that? See,
Shador went to 18,
Yeah,
by the way.
they traded what's his name last year to get a younger version of him, Keenan Allen, to get younger, slower, not as good Keenan Allen.
There's Mike Green, by the way. He's behind.
Yep.
Mike
Still
Green's
got my
on the board.
guys
That's kinda-
there. Still got my
that's
guys.
kind of
That
interesting.
is pretty. high
Oh,
for
Matthew
Golden.
Golden's still there, by the way.
Matt-
Matthew Golden's still there, and so like
21. Somebody's got to do it.
Who, Matt?
I didn't know Tet was still on the board, so that made the case even better. I didn't even know Tet was still there.
I mean, if somebody would want to trade up with me to get Mike Green or Shamar Stewart, I would listen to offers just because I need to recuperate some picks. I don't know if I would get a second for it.
I doubt it.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, no. So I mean, I said Matthew Golden, and look, in my world, I know I'm not going to do it in this mock because everybody doesn't want me to. But in my world, they are going to trade Pickens. So Matthew Golden's there. I'm going to take Matthew Golden.
So you want me to draft Golden?
I want Matthew Golden. Yes.
Okay. Ace.
All right, now I'm back. Guess what, guys? My guys are still all on the board.
There you go.
All right. In this situation,
The Bengals guy, by the way, had a face plant.
I'm gonna go Mike Green here. I'm going Mike Green in this situation. He's still on the board. I got some picks to establish moving up, so I'm gonna take Mike Green here.
Okay.
What if I trade TJ Watt for a second and a fifth?
Shit, guys. Come on, man. What the fuck did y'all just let happen?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Stewart will be fine for me.
Just turn it in. Son.
Yeah, go ahead. Go get your boy Shamar Stewart.
I also
There
like
you go.
Pierce. I also like Pierce Jr.
Pierce is not going to take it in the first round for off the field reasons.
Yes, that's true. And I do like Derek Harmon.
What did Pierce do off the field?
still don't know yet.
Reviews at Tennessee, are. I've heard people from Tennessee be like, "Yeah, we're glad he's gone."
Well, that's less than good.
You know what? I'm gonna roll the dice here. I'm gonna go with Stewart. I'm gonna go with him.
Bro, him at 27 is not rolling the dice. All right. Did Jahad Campbell go?
He just went. I think he just went.
All right, that was the only thing that would have took me off.
Wait, no. He might wait.
Nah, I thought
he's still there,
look
right?
up some more, Sonny.
Oh, he 24.
There he is.
24.
He went.
I was
Yeah,
looking at Jihad as well.
I was like, "Yo, Jihad Campbell is there," and we're just gonna have to
Jackson Dart here though.
There you go.
wait.
There you go.
No,
Jackson Dart action.
no, I have.
Great. Sable's there.
Action
I like
Jackson.
Sable.
Let's go to quarterback.
I mean, if he turns out good, that's a cool nickname. Like,
By the way,
Yeah.
cute.
Going
Somebody, Phil Yates had you guys at 33, picking Tyler. I don't know how do you pronounce his last name.
Tyler Show.
Just everybody's doing everything right now, and it's a whole lot, All right,
Mary Kay saying, "Oh, maybe they take Tyler Show number 2 overall. Shock the world."
this has been the Deshaun Watson 2024 season for Mary Kay. Like, it's been perception altering. All right, let's go to running back. Let's run through the board, full board. All right, Caleb Johnson. Let's go through wide receiver.
I do love me some Caleb Johnson.
You look at your Menard. That's my guy. But let's move back. I wish he had a better wide. Let's keep moving through the board, the position wise, Sonny.
The position, the receivers.
Yeah, no. I mean, like,
You went to all.
No. Just like we'll go from wide receiver to tight end.
To tight end.
center.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad.
All right, nothing there.
Do you need center or guard?
IOL.
Okay.
Oh, Gray Zable's there.
I know.
Yeah, I don't need a center. Well, I do need a center, but like not at 33.
Right.
There's other options. Tackle. Josh Conlon. I mean, that was my staple 33 for such a long time. He'll give me a tackle, but what they've done in the offseason has changed that. It's not going to be enough spots. D-line.
They starting Tevin at tackle.
I think that's what they're going to do. It's the only reason it makes sense Tevin signed here, right?
I mean, that's what I assumed.
Edge. All right, Miles, you're going to have to work really hard this year, buddy. All right.
Godspeed.
Let's see.
Corner, safety, linebacker.
We're not doing any of that there.
Okay.
Let's see what I could get away with trades.
Okay. You want to go to what?
Let's see. Let's say.
Hold on, Q. Omar Khan's on the phone. How do you feel about George Pickens?
No, I'm good. We just
Q has a theory. If Mike Tomlin,
Travis, and I'm not trading for a receiver Mike Tomlin has given up on.
exactly, that's his
Read me the
theory.
stats of every single one of the guys you traded at wide receiver the last 5 years on the team that they got traded to. Right now, Omar, read that to me.
See, Chase Claypool had a touchdown one time against the Buccaneers when he was in Chicago. It was a pretty nice catch.
What team is he on now?
The Saskatchewan Roughriders, I think.
Are you fucking serious?
When after he got released by Miami, like they put in a claim for him, but then he went to Buffalo, and then he didn't do anything there.
All right.
Didn't make it out of camp.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to trade back with?
Not trading for a wide receiver is going to have a visa pretty soon.
I can see what did the Saints drafted. I can see the Saints trying to go there for a quarterback.
Who do we think is going to get horny for Jackson Dart? Let's name a team. Oh, did the Saints take a quarterback?
No, that's what I was saying. No,
the Saints. The Saints might be that team.
Yeah,
the Saints are definitely the horny for Dart team. All right, Saints. You want Jackson? You know, let's see what you want to give me. All right, you got 40. Give me 71.93.
131.
No. Yeah, now you see how it feels. Let me give you a fifth round.
They want a quarterback. They want a quarterback.
When you have the number one pick in
Who wants to negotiate with me? Who wants to be the Saints GM right now?
I think that you could do 113
for the job.
I think you could do 113 realistically. I think 113 could be part of this or is that 112? Sorry, that's so small. 112, but then you also swap with like was that 182?
Best I got.
Hold on. We can get creative here.
112 and 248. That's the best I got for you.
Okay, so Ace, I'm negotiating with you. All right, cool. Y'all need corners.
It's just salty right now, so with you.
It's okay. We gonna work out something. All right. Look, we can get creative here. It doesn't have to just be picks here. I know you guys need young corners. I got an excess young corner I can give you. So how about we throw Greg Newsome into this deal?
Oh, that's exciting.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Yeah. See, look, I'm not just gonna lowball you. You know, we're gonna walk out of this both happy. Remember, you want a quarterback though. You know,
I'm in Cap Hill as well.
Yeah, and look.
Q is actively rubbing Mickey Lewis's thigh under the dinner table.
So you want 93? Is that what you're asking?
Let me cook, Sonny. All right. So 33, 40. We can go. How about this, man? Because I don't really need 93, right? And you need to keep 93. I understand the situation. Y'all got to add some premium players here, right? So how about this? How about put on 179 for me? And then 131, 112, and then let me get a third next year.
Damn, third next year. How about a fourth next year?
All right, I'm fine with the fourth next year.
There we go.
How about that? That a good deal?
We got a good deal.
All right.
Okay.
Let's turn it in.
Execute that.
Lovely.
All right, Jalen Milroe.
And by the way, we don't pick for the Saints, but look what they picked.
They did it.
Me.
You know,
who at 34 took him? There's no team there.
It's
the Giants.
Goddamn Giants. That's not even the right spot for him. He's not going to be good there. All right.
That's funny.
All right, Josh Connolly.
Who you said? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Just give me Josh Connolly. Let's go. Well, actually, Gray Zabel. Give me Gray.
Gray Zabel. Okay.
Yeah. We'll use a guard center combo. He'll play center his first year in the NFL. Jesus.
Ooh, that damn Derek Harmon almost made it to me. All right. Ooh, I got some good options here.
Ooh, Donovan Jackson, Josh Connolly.
Donovan Jackson, Darius Alexander. Let me see defensive interior.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, we're supposed to make this realistic, right?
Yeah.
No, but this part is what it is.
Small school guys, dog. I can't. Hold on.
Toledo?
So scroll down more.
Eddie drafts big brands, dog. They're taking Donovan Jackson right here.
Give me Donovan Jackson. I'm gonna take Donovan Jackson. I think Darius Alexander is intriguing. I think he's a really good player. But he comes from Toledo, and we need a guard. We already got the edge rusher. I like what I will likely
Donovan
have
Jackson
at
here?
defensive interior next round. So I'm going to go with Donovan Jackson here.
And the lesson I learned today was if you want a quarterback, just take the fucking quarterback.
My guy left. This is what I wanted.
Jaden to the Broncos.
Yeah. I think if the Ravens sit here, there's a couple of picks. Embo, the guy from Arizona that I can't pronounce his last name. I also like Xavier Watts.
Like, you took an edge in the first.
Yeah. So I can see them going guards.
It's pretty impressive that Xavier Watts and Kyle were they on the same defense together with him and Kyle Hamilton?
I mean, Kyle's going to year. He's been 3 years here, so
I
maybe
don't think so.
yeah. But I'm
Notre
I'm
Dame
leaning
just keeps
Watts.
popping out these really good safeties that just run these shit 40s. Because then wasn't that Kyle Hamilton's thing? He ran like a terrible 40.
Yeah, he has a story that people thought that he was gonna be. I forgot the safety, and then when he ran his 40, they put the safety from Seattle, not
Cam Chancellor?
Ken Chancellor. Then they when he ran his 40, that's the combine put. Anyway, I'm gonna go Xavier Watts here. I'm gonna. Do I go Xavier Watts? Wait,
So this means
did I pick the edge in the first round? Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton is a nickel corner. He's not a safety.
No.
We're
We need
in
a second.
agreement now, right?
We need a second safety.
We're in agreement now, right?
No.
Okay. I'm just making sure when we do these ranking shows down the line. Just making sure.
No. I'm very intrigued for Embo too. Oh my god.
Some nice people on the board right now.
Yeah. No. My pick, ideally, we're talking dream pick here. I would have been Jaden, but
I should have took the fucking quarterback.
I'm gonna go Xavier Watts. I'm gonna go Xavier Watts. Q, you're here, 67.
You can still take the quarterback, Q.
Yeah, well, which quarterback? You take fucking Curtis Work.
Quinn
There you go.
Ewers, Will
Ewers, number one on
Bird.
the board.
Ewers is
Once
bad.
Quinn Ewers is number one on the board, I'm done, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not technically done at quarterbacks. I gotta do
No,
something.
you gotta do a trade now with
Atlanta.
You got to call Atlanta. Get them on the
for
phone.
quarterback.
I'm good.
Atlanta.
I'm good. We gonna get Kirk in June. I'm not worried about that. Let's go to running back. You know,
I don't get why they don't just release him and designate it for post June 1.
because
Unless
they
they do think that they can get something for him.
they just want to see what happens.
Fair enough.
They want
Yeah.
to see if this happens to the Browns that they trade back and they didn't get
They're
the.
going to do it though. Like the Browns are going to wait till June to get him. So, and that's the only team he wants to go to. So, yeah, it's gonna happen June 1st. But you know, we'll
This
wait.
is your running
All
back.
right, running
class.
backs.
He'll miss OTAs and mini camp, but he'll have all the training camps to get ready.
His old ass was never doing any of that shit anyways. Isaiah Bond will likely be falling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Teams are going to be staying away from him.
yeah, him and what's the dude from LSU? Kyron.
Oh yeah, Kyron Lacey.
Yeah. All right, let's go tight end.
Damn.
Oh, there you go. Harold Fannon's still on the board. How the hell did that happen?
Yeah, let's go Harold.
Arroyo just went to the Chiefs. It's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
that's annoying.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
Bengals
All right.
here.
Let's see what we got at defensive interior.
By the way, I peeped the chat earlier saying that the audio sounded a little choppy. Does it sound better now? Anybody watching and commenting, let us know.
Might have
Yeah.
been whatever was happening with my audio.
Maybe.
Bro,
Just making sure. Don't want anybody freaking out.
don't really like any of these, man.
A&M having a Shamar Stewart and a Shamar Turner is
It's
quite
very
annoying.
confusing.
It's
and they're
very annoying.
two different things too, because Shamar
Yeah.
Turner's like, you know, he got that like 6 foot build, right? Like
Yeah.
at tackle.
You see running back, Sonny.
RB.
It's a perfectly good Ollie Gordon with your name on it.
By Shooting.
I think I had that once.
Let's see. Let me just see overall best player available.
Ewers.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, no better Joe Burrow replacement.
Yeah, there you go. Is
Is
Jake Browning still on the Bengals roster?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Keep
curious.
going down, Sonny.
So much better.
What position?
Keep scrolling down.
Oh, sorry.
Kennard.
Demetrius Knight.
They gonna kill me for this, bro.
Charles Grant.
Go up.
Xavier Restrepo.
They gonna kill me. Bengals fans are gonna hate this. Give me Farmer.
Farmer.
FSU. Give me
Where's
Farmer
Farmer?
from FSU. Go down one.
Oh, there it is.
right there.
Jordan Farmer. And he's good. He a defensive tackle.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tackle.
yeah. He wore 5 at the Senior Bowl. He was good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
The
my
Bengals
God.
fans don't like him. I think he's gonna be pretty solid.
There's your boy.
He's gonna be amazing. Oh
All
man.
right.
Who was that one guy that Bengal fans were like convinced was going to be better than I thought he was? Zachary
Osai?
Carter? Or was it
Zach Carter.
fucking Florida? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
No, it's like-
Nah, they all really wanted Q. They all really wanted the guy that the Browns got, and then he just flamed out.
Who?
None of the Bengals fans really wanted Zach Carter. I'm not gonna lie. Bengals fans didn't want Zach Carter. They wanted the guy that you guys got, Perrion Winfrey.
Mm. All right. I'm on the
Steelers.
clock. Yeah, go to running back.
RB.
And we're gonna turn in DJ Giddens.
I was thinking about taking him. I was thinking about it.
As I do,
For me, this is a nightmare.
as I do in just about every one of these. If he's on the board in the third round at 83, I'm taking him, bub.
I thought about it. That's the person
Around in
that I
the
was
third,
gonna
I was like, oh shit. I knew once Jarrett was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to yell out these other running back names. Like, oh fuck, he's gonna go get DJ.
I just couldn't see us having like two smaller backs with him and Chase Brown.
Before we go to your pick A's, we have a super chat here. Call me crazy, but Cam Ward will be a bust because of his personality and the way he carries himself. I can't imagine my QB talking in one word sentence, mumbling and being nonchalant, aka weird.
That
I haven't
profile
heard any
picture is
interview.
crazy, by the way.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I think Cam Ward has a lot of issues as a prospect. I don't really pay much mind to the whole nonchalantness part of it. If he fails, it's because he can't make good decisions, and that's like his big favorite.
I saw a
flaw,
couple
right?
Miami
Like,
games. I wasn't impressed.
No, he does shit that like you love on highlight reels, but if you watch it in the context of
Yeah.
the game, he's gonna make you lose your mind, right? Like that's why I put him in that Jay Cutler tier. But it's the decision making that's the problem with Cam Ward. Not really. I don't really care about the personality stuff with him. You know, that could work, that could not. There's a lot of different personalities. You could say Lamar Jackson's pretty nonchalant. Doesn't matter. He ain't nonchalant when it fucking matters against the Browns.
That's
you know
true.
what I
That's
mean?
true.
Yeah.
Ace,
Hopefully,
your next one. Your next third prime.
Safety first.
Safety. There it is.
Oh dear.
I might take him. Let me see. Running back.
RB.
Tightness in my throat. Oh,
Yeah. Let me get Mo Booker. Get him.
Yeah, you still got him.
you got it.
Safety.
Oh, the safety.
You want Mo Booker?
Yeah.
Mabuka? Well, Makuba. I'm gonna say that. Who the fuck is Mo Booker?
I would have
That's
liked.
that's the sequel to Mo Bamba.
So
The song is more popular than the player.
I went to see his tape after somebody says, "Are you picking him by wrist only?" I like what I saw for a third round
It's only
pick.
crazy.
I think you said, "Are you picking him by wrist
No, I
only?" I
didn't feel like
forgot.
it was just straight Riz. He was like, no, he might be good. Like,
He's actually I like for a third round pick. I like how he popped. See, I took an edge. So I don't know if they
you know,
go-
you guys love undersized edges. Josiah Stewart's right there. You know, which is just
Stewart
like
in the third.
5'10" or something like that.
No way, he's not that.
He's small.
See, like that's what people test Johnson. No way, no way.
You don't like Tez?
No. Kevin
Don't
Vincent.
feel
If I
like
didn't,
Don't feel like something y'all do?
no, I hope not. I like CJ West.
CJ West is a good player. He's older too, so
Yeah, I like CJ West. I'm not.
I'm being mean to Josiah. He's only 6'2", 245. He's not that small.
Yeah, 5'10". That's crazy for an edge.
He's not
It's 5'10".
Harrison out.
And this guy, this guy looks like a
Savion's
tight end when I
big.
saw
Yeah,
him.
Savion's big.
He's huge. I think he gets
I
moved
watched
to a
too much
tight end.
receivers. You know.
Who's the other tall receiver? I'm like, he's got the worst contested catch rate I've ever seen.
Chase Claypool.
Like -11. No. No, he got his son. Wide receiver. I think it's the dude from Ole Miss. It's not Trey Harris. Trey Harris isn't tall.
It's Trey something. It's Trevon. It's Trevon.
Go to wide receivers. See if it jogs my brain here. Kyle Williams. No, Savion. It might be Savion, to be honest with you.
He's Xavier. Xavier's an intriguing one too, because I like how I like hands, but he looks slow. But anyway, let me make the pick here. Who do they have at corner here?
Kobe Bryant be a good pick for y'all.
Get Pooh Paul.
Chris Paul, CP3.
I haven't.
Linebackers.
We need a second linebacker because Simpson hasn't looked back. Okay.
You need a playmaker. Somebody who makes plays the linebacker position. That's why I was like, y'all couldn't pass up on dude from Alabama. That dude can actually make plays from the position. Instead of being the most highly paid linebacker, he's really a babysitter.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go here at guard.
Charles Grant.
I had not seen his tape.
William and Mary.
I had not.
William and Mary.
FCS All-American.
Yeah. He really should have picked the Senior Bowl. I don't know why he didn't do it.
Did he get invited and just not go?
I'll take him.
You know what? To be fair to Charles Grant, he did have a dickhead running the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
So, might have been his fault too.
Good luck to the University of Oklahoma.
Yep.
Oh.
Best of luck. Best of luck to you, buddy.
Okay, cute.
All right. We're gonna take Will Howard here.
Whoa. Did you watch, I'm not going to pretend to watch every snap that Will Howard took, but did you watch his quarterback thing, Gruden?
No,
I did.
I watched his tape, though. I watched like 8 of his games. I like him.
Okay.
He's a good decision maker, just the arm talent you wonder about there. But if you want somebody who can, I think he could be a backup, maybe if he has a little bit more arm talent there than what is on the surface, because he is really big. It could be an Andy Dalton situation. But yeah, it's a swing, right? I'd rather have went Milroe, Sanders there. But if I got to get one in the room.
Yeah,
here,
I mean, I don't know how good of a player he's going to be, but he seems like he's a good hang and a good dude. So good
I
luck
watched
to
a
him.
little bit of that, but Gruden is just so fucking weird that I just can't.
Dude,
get over
he's
so strange. And I don't like seeing him in HD. Like, it's just too much detail. I'm like, he's like, this is strange, bro. There wasn't music in the background. Like, I wonder how fucking awkward that was.
oh,
For
it's so
like,
funny.
let me feel the cadence, brother.
So they are saying our audio choppy, but the crazy thing is I hear y'all perfectly.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hear everybody perfectly fine.
You guys perfectly.
Is it like everybody in the chat?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying in the chat.
Because if it was one of us, but I hear I don't know what.
Yeah, I hear everybody really good.
It's weird.
It's only.
Q. I mean, nothing we can do.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Your pick.
All right, let's go to running back.
Tess.
Ooh, what's my next pick?
I don't know.
Do I got that? No, I traded so I don't have the big ass.
No, you have 112. No, you have 112.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. Tight end. Oh, I'm a dog. All right. Let's go defensive interior. Let's see if Jordan Phillips is there. CJ West, Jordan Phillips still there. All right. Let's go edge. Let's do. I don't know if I want to throw another fucking body in that room, though, if he's not going to be a starter. Jared Ivey's pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, so wide receiver real quick. All right, let's go to safety. Damn, only Lathan there. Am I going to run a lot of cover 3? Let's go, Lathan.
Lathan. Hold on. I think I'm interested in making a trade. I'm gonna.
Exciting.
Yeah. Let me see. Ravens.
I don't know, another pick to
129.
like 123 or 121.
129. We're in the fourth round.
At this point, I think you got to just give up future day threes because I don't think anybody's going to want those sixes.
Right.
You don't think so? Future 3 in the fourth round?
No.
If you're
Future day threes.
Oh.
Yeah, so like your fifth next year. And then maybe you could throw in one of those sixes.
I can see maybe
they're going to want something within like with a 100 on it for moving back.
Right.
in the
A feature
fourth?
6 is meaningless. No, like a fifth or a fifth, and then one of those 200 picks would probably get it done.
A fifth and
Day 3 trades,
243?
they happen so
Hell
much,
no.
too, but they're always
You're
so
not about to
weird.
give me 243.
I don't think I ever seen somebody going from 129 to 108 with a feature 5. Maybe a
I'm
6.
sure it's happened.
A future 5 feels fine. Like it's a 5.
Yeah,
A future 5 in my last pick. That's the most I can.
that last pick is negative.
Yeah, that last pick is basically a UDFA.
A 212. Okay, a
That
212.
243. You may as well just have him take a trip to Enterprise Rent a Car to meet the guy now. Like
Okay, 212. That's it.
Is that the 7th?
I think it's either tail end of the 6th or like
Come
beginning
on,
of the
Sonny.
7th.
Give him 208, 210, right there. Well, no,
It's only 2 more picks. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
CJ West.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Show. Oh, it's worth a guess.
Somebody
God
read.
damn it, Q has so many
You know
picks.
what? You know what? I think the Chargers should do. They should draft Tyler Shuck.
Why?
Reunite Tyler Shuck with his with Justin Herbert
Maybe they do, like, if he drops to the 5th or 6th round.
When were they together?
in Oregon.
Good Lord, he's that old?
He's 25.
He was the backup.
Good.
He's
Lord.
25. He's 25.
He's 25. He's going to be 26 by the time this year starts.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let you know, about the same age as Jalen Hurts.
I think
Absurd.
StreamYard might be having an issue, guys, because I went and listened to it. It is chopping up. We don't sound like it, but when you do listen to it on YouTube, it's like breaking up. But I don't think it's anything.
I was
that
gonna
we
say
can
then it
try.
must just be an issue on StreamYard's end, not
It's
so
a
much
Yeah.
our
StreamYard
end.
issue, so
And we do apologize.
Yeah.
We do apologize for that. Anyway, Q, you're back.
All right, back and cracking. All right. Did I take a running back yet?
No.
I don't think I have. Let's go running back here. Etienne, you are a Cleveland Browns.
You can.
Yes.
Ace.
Let me see. I'll just look at the running backs as
Oh
well.
no. Ollie Gordon.
In this situation,
I mean, y'all brought back some IJP rounding up. Y'all might love Ollie.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Tootin.
By Shul.
Yeah.
All right.
Steelers.
There we go. All right. Send me to
Right there. That's the pick. Come on.
no, that's all right.
You
Send
need
me
a starter.
send me to defensive tackle.
Send you a quarterback.
Send me to defensive tackle. Let me see what we got going on here. I feel like JJ could be a legit pick here. Let me see what's going on at linebacker.
By the way, I just want to point out that Arenas Peebles, that just sounds like a name of somebody who's going to be decent in the league. Like,
He
can't you
looked good
hear-
at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, can't you like imagine hearing like what's the dude on CBS? Arenas Peebles in the backfield with Kevin Burkhead or whatever.
Kevin Harlan.
Yeah, Kevin Harlan.
Yeah.
Arenas Peebles.
Yeah, I could hear that.
What a play! I'm like, yeah, that dude's gonna be decent.
If I can picture Ian Eagle saying the guy's name and it sounds good, that's my
That's your
rule of
pick.
thumb. Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
So I'm down to 2 guys right now. But considering they have 2 starters at
Kobe King?
linebacker, if Kobe's available in the 5th, I'm going to take him to get a 3rd. like linebacker in the rotation. Cole Holcomb's like back and healthy, so hopefully he plays this year. But even then, I don't think he's gonna be the long-term answer. Queen and Peyton Wilson are the starting two. So yeah, take me back to defensive tackle. We'll take JJ.
Dude, Pat Queen and Peyton Wilson got like one knee's worth of cartilage.
You can't tear your ACL if you don't have one.
Q, you're back.
All right. I
don't know how you can see your draft players, so
you can on the website. You can on the phone though. Running back. Living room, bedroom.
Did you just take a running back?
yeah, you just took
I'm
a you
taking
took,
two.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like, tight end.
Oh, you want me to
I'm
check tight end?
taking two.
Let's look at two. Yes. Jackson Halls is there. Get you a blocking guy. We already got one kind of a H-back situation. What pick are we at? 131?
131, yeah.
Let's look at a wide receiver real quick. All right. I wasn't gonna be so mean about it.
Pat Bryant made a couple plays at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, it was all
He's
right.
fine.
All right. I heard good things about Ricky White at East West. Right. I think
Was he at the East West Shrine?
Yeah, him and Caden Prather made a
He
good impression.
he put up some nice numbers last year, albeit in a group of 5 conference, but it's something he might be something to monitor day 3.
The best group of 5 conference though.
Sure. Yeah.
the power 2 with the group of 5.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They should just start labeling college football conferences like tier lists. Like, all right, S tier, SEC, Big Ten, A tier, ACC, and
like 2 conferences in the FCS, and then there's the MAC.
yeah. Oh, the MAC. Tuesday night MACtion.
Yeah, might be the worst conference in college football.
It's not great.
All right, let's go back to all.
Constantly the subject of bad beats with Scott Van Pelt is MAC football.
I mean, how can you get a good beat on what's going to happen in the fucking MAC?
I mean, if you're betting on Toledo Bowling Green, you should probably just call the hotline.
No, that's not. Those
That's
are 2
Tony.
big games, though. Like, if you're betting on like Akron versus like Western Michigan, you need to go to jail. Like
that Tony will do that.
Like that's where it gets crazy. Like a rivalry game, I can understand that. But if this is like a regular conference game in the MAC, and you're like, nah, I need to bet on fucking Akron versus Mercer. Nah, dog, you got a problem. Call the number.
If you're betting on any of the directional Michigans, you need to stop.
So Q, who's your pick?
All right, let's go back to running back.
RB.
Devin Neal. I just took Trevor
Etienne.
Etienne.
Yeah.
So I don't think Devin Neal pairs with him well. Anybody want this pick?
Nope, not at this point.
No, nobody want it?
I
All
don't
right.
have any good assets to trade up for it.
It might not be an inhibitor. All right, roll this.
This just might be a situation where Andrew Barry just doesn't feel like doing anything. Ah, fucking take it.
Trapulo. Scroll down. Fuck it, Danny Stubb. Oh no, Kobe Bryant. Kobe
There
Bryant.
you go.
Turn the card in for Kobe. All right, we got a corner. All right. Whew, that almost was bad.
I actually
It's gonna be Stutzman right here.
No, maybe. I saw Miles Frazier. I know I drafted a guard, but whatever.
No, like
done this before.
Roquan is getting old though. Like he's what, 30 something?
He's 26.
He's 26.
There's no way in hell he is that young.
Goddamn.
He is not my age.
He was in the 2018 draft. Wasn't he on the team that
He was 16 when he got drafted.
out of here? You're lying.
He's 28.
He just turned 28 2 days ago.
Yes.
Really?
28.
He's
Yes.
younger than I thought. He must have got out of college fast as fuck. Was he 2018 draft? Yeah, he was 2018 draft.
That's crazy.
And linebackers are like running backs.
Hey, we have an old running back still playing well.
Yeah,
Jared.
he's
Oh, I'm on the clock. Hell yeah. Send me to safety, please.
Kyle McCord. You need a quarterback.
That's somebody else can take his ass. Ain't gonna be me.
Who's gonna play a quarterback, man?
You know, when I
First.
saw Sebastian Castro, he reminded me our old safety out of Iowa, the Ace currently has. I'm blanking his name. What is your safety? Ace?
That was a great build for a horrible landing.
I'll-
Geno Stone.
No. The one yeah, Geno Stone. Thank you, Geno Stone.
Geno
Yeah.
Stone, up Iowa.
Yeah, he went to
I
Iowa.
didn't know that either. Yeah, I'll come back to the safeties, I guess.
What position you went? Oh,
Get me to yeah, just take me to all real quick. I'll see what's actually no. Can I see linebackers again, please?
linebackers.
Jordan Palmer said Kyle McCord's going to be great.
Good
Their
for
boy
Jordan
out of Penn
Palmer.
State.
Yeah, Kobe King is officially off the board, it seems.
A
But
little bit of a run there. Jack Kaiser's there.
Jack Kaiser's there, which is fun. Hold on, don't get hasty. Let me see the quarterbacks real quick, just because I should probably at least look. Dylan Gabriel, Kyle McCord, Riley Leonard. God damn.
McCord, Curtis Warwick. How much do you value Power 5 play?
I mean, I don't want a quarterback. If it comes down to taking Dylan Gabriel or Jack Kaiser, I'm going to take Jack Kaiser. So that's what I'm going to. Maybe let me see corners real quick, maybe just for shits and giggles. But I feel like they've got enough this year, at least, where they wouldn't take one in the draft. Zy Alexander would be interesting.
Yeah, I like Zy.
Yeah, I'm going to take Jack Kaiser. So linebacker.
Okay.
That poor man gonna be left in base going up against slots.
He's gonna be lined up against Zay Flowers on some random. What the hell? Why is Jack Kaiser covering the Ravens' best receiver right now?
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
This is on the portion of the draft that I don't know many of these guys.
Hey, Brian Stone is decent.
Brian Stone.
Hey, the tight end. He was good at the Senior Bowl. Lachey's good. Jalen Rivers, guard to center kind of guy. He was fine at the Senior Bowl.
How about? Do you know anything about?
No, I don't know who the fuck that is. Teddy Burke? No, I don't know him.
Steelers need a new third tight end since looks like Michael Pruitt's gonna retire.
What? Let me see running backs here.
Jacquez Hunter, man. Can't pass up Jacquez Hunter.
I have
Damien Martinez.
Martinez I've seen, and he's okay for a 6th rounder.
The Raheem Sanders action.
Rocket Sanders. Get that rocket.
Who's the wide receivers here?
Ricky White. But you know who you really want? Nick Nash.
I don't know none of these guys too either.
Nick Nash sounds like a name that he could be good.
You know, at this point,
Nick Nash.
Oh, what a catch! Nick Nash. Yeah, I could hear it. Yeah, 100%.
Kobe Hudson. Like, oh yeah, Kobe. You know, like we ain't had a cold wide receiver named Kobe. I feel like that's soon to happen.
I'll take the tackle here. I'll go with that.
Are you discounting? Are you discounting former Steeler Kobe Hamilton?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember what number he wore.
He wore 83. He was like a reserve tight end, so I guess he wasn't really a receiver.
If any Steelers player was good, I would know. They would have scored against the Browns.
No, Kobe Hamilton was
then he must have been ass.
I'm trying. Okay, who's
You
the
know
most
what?
random
Just for Riz, Nick Nash, just for Riz.
All right, do the Riz.
I wonder if the most random Steeler I can think of who scored against like a division rival.
Y'all remember that running back y'all had from Florida?
Running back from Florida.
Yeah, it was like in the 20.
No, you do know Kobe Hamilton started on the Bengals, right?
Really?
Did he? No, I didn't know that.
I don't remember this man at all.
No.
But Q from King, do you recommend moving to Cleveland?
Yeah, it's fine. Cleveland's cool. It's got everything you need. Like nothing wrong with Cleveland.
All right. Please take me to quarterbacks, please.
Ain't no
Are you
way
gonna do
now. That is too late, bro. Like
Riley Leonard. Yeah, no, I'm not taking a quarterback. You're right. Take me to the safeties real quick. Safeties, please. We'll take Malachi. I think the
Browns.
most random one I can think of who scored against a division rival, Derek Moy, scored a touchdown against the Bengals.
let me look up real quick.
What happened to that Gentry guy, Zach Gentry?
Zach Gentry.
They signed him. I was like, why?
Yeah, he was there to block. But then they drafted Darnell Washington. They had Connor Hayward. They brought in Michael Pruitt. Like, you're not going to keep 5 tight ends. So they let him go. Actually, no. I guess Gentry got released in 2023. So even then, though, like they still had Washington and Connor Hayward still on the roster. So it made no sense to keep Gentry around.
Yeah, I knew more about like Jonathan Dwyer than I knew.
Jonathan Dwyer, yeah, he had a random really good game in the Bumblebee uniforms against Washington, the RG3 Redskins in like 2012,
you need somebody from Beaver
2013.
State?
Chris
Center?
Rainey, that's the guy I was talking.
Chris Rainey.
Yeah, he cooked us.
Good Lord.
Yeah, Chris Rainey cooked us.
That's
all right,
atrocious.
Yeah, let's go Jalen Conyers here.
Tie it in.
For some reason, I was thinking of LaRod Stevens howling.
Nah,
see linebacker.
He was a Steeler for a minute.
Nick Martin.
Browns.
Do I have another pick?
I don't know. We're in the 6th.
We're in the 6th? Okay, then I do have another pick.
All right, so I took 2 running backs already, right?
Yep. Yep.
Did I take 2 running backs?
Yeah, I think so. You took no. I think you wanted to, but you didn't.
No, let's go back to running back. Damian Martinez, baby, come on. Yeah.
Is that your second one that you're taking then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jadon Blue. Did Jadon go? Riley Leonard, you need a backup, Sonny.
I'm very actually the guy that you drafted, Will Howard. If he's in the 4th or 5th, take him because I actually like him. But I'm going. We should get a running back. I wanted Martinez, but you took him.
You can take that Rutgers fella.
Oh, Kyle Monunga is not bad, man.
I couldn't even read his name. Like the screen's just too far.
Yeah, Kyle Monunga is good.
I thought that said rye, like bread.
No, I can't believe they have him behind Donovan Edwards.
Branding.
Yeah, I don't.
But Donovan gonna drive you crazy because like you're gonna watch him in camp and you're like, oh my God, he is this close from being really good. But like he'll run a great route, drop the ball. He'll open, fumble. Right.
No,
the Steelers had that with Anthony McFarland for like 3 years, and now he's in the UFL.
Yeah, he was a beast last year to UFL. It don't look like he got it this year though. But the Brahmas are just down.
Q's doing that hardcore UFL tape.
Oh, Q goes. UFL.
No, I watch all of them, dog. I'm about to go to a game this year too.
I'll take him.
Oh yeah, they're probably pretty close to you.
The Birmingham Stallions.
Yeah, but how far away is that from you?
About 2 hours.
Oh, okay, nice.
Browns had on the clock.
Control the draft right here with pick 216. I already took Conyers and I already took a tight end, so I can't go Lachey here, who's my favorite player on the board right now. Let's just run through wide receiver.
Oops, sorry. Damn it.
Yeah, this would have been more fun if I took a quarterback earlier.
Yeah, the chance to.
Jimmy
Ricky
Horn?
White. Yeah, let's get Ricky White. Fuck it.
I feel like Ricky White is. I don't know why, but every time I hear his name, I think of Ricky Pearsall. Oh, I'm on the clock. Would you look at that?
It's like Ricky Pearsall on the bottle.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see tight ends.
By the way, Ricky Pearsall, if he ever goes off, them bulletproof memes. Oh yeah. Bulletproof. Like
incredible.
He need to work his jersey number into some kind of like bulletproof thing.
Can you? Is that the top of the tight end?
Yep.
Rats. Can you scroll down a little bit? Damn. All right, never mind.
You thought it was gonna get better?
I thought Lachey was going to be there. I was going to take him,
No, the Shea went
which is disappointing. He went to the Dolphins. Those
I control the
bastards.
draft, man.
Let me see. Let me see receiver again. Might as well double dip here.
Yeah, I don't want to
here?
call this double dipping.
This is. We might as well get some camp bodies.
Yeah, I mean, who you want to give a shot to that you don't want to haggle with?
You know what? Give me a shot to Jimmy Horn.
Jimmy Horn.
He put up good numbers. No one talked about him though because of Shedeur and Travis Hunter.
He's also like 5'6".
That's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. Him and Calvin Austin can hang out.
Let's go Western Michigan.
two short kings kicking it.
Hell yeah.
Cute.
I know who I'm talking to in the locker room. It's gonna be
You
those two.
have almost the last pick in the draft.
Thank God.
Yeah, we were supposed to have the last pick in the draft. Let me mull over this decision. Wide receiver.
Why is Jay Higgins like projected to go in the 7th round?
I don't know.
Bro's an All-American, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, let's go running back.
3 running backs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, let's go with Quinn Allen.
Quinn Allen.
Yeah, see if he can make the team. He can block,
Okay,
run some routes.
let's see this great picks.
Give him a second.
Let's go through it. Ravens, Shamar Stewart, Xavier Watts, Charlie Grant, CJ West, Miles Frazier, Jalen Travis, Nick Nash, Robinson, Yamon Dumas Johnson, and Bilai Cody.
All bust.
Okay, and here
Oh, bust.
Brownies.
Draft
Okay,
like
there
a
you go.
Raven.
Draft of all time.
Travis Hunter, 2nd round pick.
Hall of
Yes.
Famer.
He traded back Grace Zabel,
Hall of Famer.
Fanning Jr., Will Howard as
Bowler
the
right there.
QB for the future,
One-time Pro
Lathan,
Bowler.
Trevor Etienne, Kobe Bryant, Jalen Conyer,
Everybody else is
Damian
making all rookie
Richie,
first team.
Ricky Williams.
We regretfully cut in camp, but he ends up popping up somewhere else like Miami, and he's pretty good. And we're like, yeah, we had a hand in that.
Yeah, that makes
Dude,
sense.
the Steelers really have
Damn,
picks.
bro.
I was gonna say I didn't take
Damn.
5 picks.
Matthew Golden, DJ Gibbons,
To be
JJ,
fair, I'm very happy with like the top 3.
and then Jack Kaiser, and Malachi Moore, and Jimmy Horn.
He spent 33% of this draft at wide receiver.
Hell yeah, I did. I'll do it again.
Bengals get Mike Green, Donovan Jackson, Joshua Farmer, Andrew Mukuba, Tootin, running back, and then Nick Martin.
9 and 8 at best.
And that is our almost next week. We'll do the final mock draft. It's the week before draft. Thank you for watching, by the way. Sorry for all the audio problems. We do apologize. We really heard everything fine in this sense, so I couldn't even do anything. But we thank you for the people that stuck in on the bad audio, and if you're watching the replay, we appreciate it. Again, next week we'll do the final mock. I'm gonna put these online on Twitter. You can vote there. Also, you can vote if you're watching this video on replay to see what do you think. Tell Q how he did on passing the QB over there in that 33rd pick. Anyway, we appreciate everybody here. We'll see y'all next week.
I got Trevor Etienne out that trade, you know.